How are you doing?
Doing great. How are you?
Good. Very excited national. What do you think is the bigger like major cause of domestic violence?
I believe even men try to bring their just trying to look for the right word. Sorry. They try to dominate women a lot, and if it's not their way, and if things don't go according to their way at home, they get upset. It goes further. I have seen that a lot. I work in medical field, so it is sad to see. And when I do talk to my patients, I hear they get abused with domestic violence because that anger goes on the kids as well.
What kind of action will you do to prevent?
That support domestic violence. Currently, I work at hospitals. I do social workers because we see that a lot, so we talk about it. But and support women because some women are scared to speak up because they're in fear. They don't want to leave the family. How will they support children? So I would also reach out to those organizations to help them take that step forward.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Nandini, actually, can you do that for all of us?
How you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you.
You look lovely. I love the outfit.
Thank you. So do you.
Thank you. So the question I have for you is,
And winning this will be a very big opportunity where I can take whatever I believe in to the and winning can make everybody believe that I have so much potential and can do so much more. And I can set it. You can do anything in the world. Thank you.
what are the qualities that you have?
And I think irrespective of any
Chandni, right?
Chandni Wali. Thank you. Have a good day. How are you?
Sit down, Zita.
So, as a title holder, how would you
My plan is I would create more content in my social media focusing on domestic violence and to raise awareness. Because most of them doesn't know to distinguish between abuse and domestic violence. There are a lot and psychologically affects everyone. Those also falls under domestic violence, but we are not able to, most of them are not able to categorize it. So I will reach out for help and I'll give them more helplines. I mean the helpline number for them to reach out. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
She's the last one, yeah. That was the last one, yeah. So we are out of that category. Yeah. So we're moving on to the Mrs. Ellington.
Next one is 26. 26?
26 would be
Just one
which?
second.
I got it.
Miss you. 26.
So we have contestant number 26.
Yes, ma'am.
So the Miss Moore, 26 is Shruti, the last category.
The last. Thank you. Hi, Shruti. Are you excited to be here?
Very excited.
Of domestic violence, and how would you use this platform to spread awareness or take some kind of action so that we can actually do something about it?
Domestic violence, many people do not have an understanding of that, but I do. I have been a victim of domestic violence for more than a decade, and I conquered that situation. I have a deep-rooted understanding of how it impacts. I wonder why these people don't speak up, but there are big reasons why people don't speak up, and I have found big gaps between the organizations who are there to support these people who are suffering outside. And they cannot help because they don't get a call. They don't get to know that there is an impact. I am a technology expert. I want to build a solution to understand where there is a possibility of domestic violence and how we can empower people before there is a case. To work with me on this cause and remove violence.
Thank you so much, Shruti, and congratulations on what you achieved for yourself.
Thank you. Good evening.
This was Shruti, right?
Yes.
Second category.
Thank you, assistant. You're awesome.
Elite, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Confident? Anxious?
No, excited.
Excited? That's lovely. Parul, tell me, domestic violence is your platform, right? That's what you are, as a title winner. You're going to be a role model and spread the awareness for the survivors. How do you think you're gonna do that? How is it going to help you as a winner of a pageant?
Has taken over, right? So a platform gives you a voice. And once I win this pageant, I'm going to use that voice to spread awareness. Useless nonsense. And I think we need voices that have an impactful statement to make. And we need more influencers who know about these topics and can influence in the right way. Thank you.
That would be the actual challenge here.
Good evening.
Good evening.
How are you today?
Very good. How are you?
Good. Okay. My question is, how will you contribute to the brand Mrs. Universe to promote awareness to the cause of domestic violence?
Well, I'm my father, who was toxic and was extremely abusive towards my mother, myself, and my brother. I'm proud to say that I helped a lawyer, and as we speak, she is struggling with the court case even today. And so, discussing something that's so personal for myself, although there is still a kind of, and as a pageant winner, I would use that opportunity and that platform, and I'm extremely thankful to Mr. and Mrs. Bailey to give me this opportunity where I can more awareness that we must speak up. Every woman's fight, or man's fight for that matter, domestic violence is not only restricted to women, towards women I mean, although the data reveals that it's women who are mostly the victims. However, men could realize that one is being abused. It's really sad that there is very little awareness that a person is being abused, because there's so much gaslighting and manipulation, and this whole is a huge recovery that one has to go through. And I would do whatever in my control to support someone who's gone through that and be their voice. Thank you.
Thank you. And also thank you for being brave for breaking.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I see very.
Hello everyone. Hi, welcome. Hi. How are you doing? Good, absolutely. And how are you? Very good. You're excited? Absolutely.
Well, we would like to know, how would you use your domestic violence? Have you ever been in a domestic violence situation, and how would you deal with that?
Thank you for asking me. This is such an important question. Yes, I'd like to collaborate with TN Collision. They are determined actually
to eliminate domestic violence from our state. So I would like to collaborate to go global and raise my voice for domestic violence, especially for those who are being affected by the family members, like really close family members, because my childhood, I faced this issue of those stories are unheard because they are very close family members and they are not registered. It's a great platform to raise our voice for domestic violence, and that is why I wanted to be Mrs. Universe 2024. Thank you.
What's the cause people become violent?
What's the cause? Could you repeat the question,
What's
please?
the cause for people become violent?
You know, it's a very interesting question. I honestly don't know. I'm personal opinion, I believe that there's something that happens to you during your childhood. Maybe a lot of kids were picking up on you, or you've been bullied, and all this anger and resentment that you just keep inside of you somehow comes out. And you know, this I went through it myself personally, and I never really understood why, you know, people just black out sometimes and they do terrible and atrocious things to some women, and some women just go through it. What's the solution? Honestly, I think that you know, when you're raising, I believe that everything comes from childhood. Every trauma. I believe that when you're little, you know, you have a little boy, you should always explain and tell them that, you know, violence is never, maybe show a little bit more feelings, because I believe that a lot of cultures, including mine, I'm Armenian, a lot of cultures raise boys that you have to be to raise, you know, boys to say it's okay to be emotional, it's okay to cry. We all have feelings. So in my opinion, it starts from childhood, so we all need to go back.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Minal, can we make sure that the girls' numbers are visible for us?
Yes.
Please?
How's it going so far?
It's
going
good.
Any good candidates?
Oh, yes, a lot.
Okay.
It's gonna
This one, the last one.
There you go, perfect, thank you.
I love your doing well.
You look lovely. I love
Oh,
the yellow
thank you.
one. So, I am African and I am very active in the African community here. If you were to win Mrs. Universe USA and you hear that it's high and they need help, and actually they do need help, how would you go about helping those women as the next Mrs. Universe USA in the African community? How would you go about it?
Thank you for that question. Domestic violence is a serious issue that affects too many people, and it's awareness and to offer support and to work hand in hand towards preventing that. And or any questions about it, I'll be happy to walk through it. And to African American people, I know that it's in domestic violence happen for the past years. And as if I win, if I would use my voice to educate people to be open-minded and other to prevent such crime. That's all.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Thank you. So, as a title holder, how?
So if I win the title for Mrs. USA Universe, I'm going to use social media to make for the awareness. I'm going to use social media, and also if I'm going to, because right now I'm wearing the teal, I would like to talk a little bit about sexual violence also, because why I picked up this topic, because I am somehow always wanting to talk about this. And so social media I'm going to use for awareness, and definitely I experienced that, so I can do some sex education in the school also, so that they know like what is the bad touch and good touch. They can talk about it, and topics are sensitive, those domestic violence and related issues. So everyone is not comfortable to talk with everyone. So we have to create that safe environment for that one.
Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm contestant number 16, Swati Japan.
Hi, we are. So my question for you is, if you knew somebody that was not actually a domestic violence victim, but actually the abuser, what would you do about it? And how do you think you would bring it out so that people find out or do something about it and stop it?
That is an abuser, and clearly they never accept that they abuse. They always try to portray a different picture of themselves. And if I spot any signs, if there's any talking about their past, try to see if there's something I can get out of them. Like, more importantly, see if they have any traumas, why. And if I do have confirmation that they are abusing, I would definitely report them or get help to see what I can do about the situation.
Better come so that she can also.
Right, okay, lovely. Thank you.
Hi, Mridula.
Hi.
How are you today?
I'm great.
Excited?
Very excited.
Awesome. Is your platform domestic violence as well?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Violence. As a pageant participant for Mrs. Universe, how do you plan to bring in some change?
This platform is a very big platform, and it's a right place to create awareness. Social media is a very strong. Domestic violence is a very touching topic, and it's not only the women are getting affected, men are also getting affected for that, and it is shattering the people's life. I am telling you my personal, my experience. Last week only, like my daddy's best friend's daughter. We need to share that, and now because her mom is in shock because of her death, she is in ICU. She is struggling for her life now. So I am really shocked with, like, she was very close to us because she was my dad's friend's daughter, right? I don't want this to be happen with anybody else. So in groups we can talk, like if anybody need help, we can understand their situation and we can talk to them. Social media, like so many people are getting ready for this awareness now. And small organizations, because sometimes what happens, because of financial conditions, they don't want to talk.
they will support those people and they will get the financial support. So I think that will be
Heard that awareness as a queen.
See, it is a very big thing for me. Mrs. Now, Priyanka Chopra, I think everybody is aware of that. She is so confident and people are literally listening her what she is saying and they are literally following her. So that is, and I am sure people will listen to me because this is for social cause. This is not for my personal thing. I am not doing anything for myself. I am doing for society, right?
Before the other contestant come, I'm going to take a quick selfie. That I was correct.
For you, what you want? I wanted to get a picture for you. Okay, but I will take a picture of you taking a picture.
Now it's your time, it's your turn to shine. It's your time to shine.
Thank you.
That's number 18, can you please fill your number so we can double check?
Sure.
Perfect, thank you. 18, yeah, 18. How are you?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Perfect. So my question for you is, if you were to win the crown, how do you think it will help you to spread awareness?
If I were to win the crown, I would stand for the cause of domestic violence. Domestic violence is really big, and I think that the issue needs to be resolved. The first thing that I would do is I would write layers, and I feel that that's extremely important to give them an opportunity to speak, communicate, and understand their story, and support them and empower them to, to support their.
Yeah, you can.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
So,
She's.
Smile, smile, babies, everyone. Oh God, this girl is funny. Just at home.
Go ahead and say. Hi, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, thank you.
You're excited? It should be on.
Yeah,
it is on.
It's on.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
For domestic violence.
I think winning a title is a great responsibility, and I'm planning to use it to transform women's life, not only against domestic violence, but also against all the kind of inequality power of education. So I'm going to use education as a tool, not only to make women aware of their rights, but also I think education is what women need into the society, that is going to give them freedom from domestic violence or any kind of abuse per se. So I'm planning to use this title to make women aware of their rights and give them education as a transformative tool to using the education, she can maybe impact life or continue to promote education as a tool for transformation and use it as domestic violence.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You guys look so good.
I know, right? I want to. Oh God, thank you. Love your own.
Thank you. You all ladies look gorgeous too.
Forever 21.
Whatever.
How are all you ladies doing? How's everybody doing today?
I'm sorry.
Are you 20 or 21?
21.
Okay.
So did we miss number 20?
May I have your name, please?
Jingle Takar?
She's number 21.
So we're skipping 20.
Yes, we are skipping 20. Okay.
She's in the other.
In the Mrs.
Okay,
Gurley.
okay, thank you.
There we
Thank
go.
you.
There's 21. Just want to make sure you got your score.
Thank you, ma'am.
Somebody's singing there.
Yes, ma'am. I'm doing good, thank you. How about you all?
Thank you. So if you had to choose a superpower, what that would be and how that superpower would help you to stop domestic violence?
That I can be empowered enough to empower others.
And domestic violence is very, very close to my heart. Women, South Asian clients they were, and we help them empower themselves, get independent financially, help them get government grants so that they can survive, right? Help their kids, be with them. In fact, I'm still in touch with 2 ladies in Portland, Oregon, where I help them open up a salon, help them menu cards, and cosmetologist. And talking about that, as a cosmetologist too, I see a lot of domestic violence women on my chair at the beauty school. I want to help people who are domestic violence people, and they want to get better in their life, right? Make money. So I help them, get the skills that they need. And if they are independent, and whether it's a man or a woman, I think domestic violence goes both ways. I would be educate in whatever field. Empower yourself to be independent, so that any situation in life, be it domestic violence or anything, you're
domestic violence.
You want me to be honest about it? I think the more money, the better, right?
Yeah.
I'm being honest. In government grants that I don't know about. So I'm excited for this platform, to be part of this platform. For me, my personal reason was being a curvy girl. I've always been that. Voice for these women and say, no matter what color or size you are, you can be empowered and do what you want. But I'm very close about domestic violence. Less than a month ago, a fashion gala where we raised money for Chetna, which is domestic violence. And one of the designers there, she herself is a domestic violence survivor. So, which is the reason why we did that. And it was a very successful gala. So.
Thank you, Ms. Jingle.
Thank you, Ms. Jingle.
I have a question.
Sure.
Question.
I want to know you more.
Thank you for anything. I have no issues.
Thank you, Ms. Jingle.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So how do you do?
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Did you notice Apache?
I noticed the pattern with you.
Yeah. It's not Mrs. Universe USA.
We are right.
Hello. Hello. How are you doing? If you were to win the pageant, Mrs. Universe pageant, and you just met me at an event, and I get to share that I'm experiencing domestic violence, what would be one advice you would give me as a victim of domestic violence at that very moment?
Sure. I have rescued so many of my friends in this situation, along with their kids at midnights, and I have given them and I'm fine to say this, I myself have saved in this boat. However, me and my partner find a way to make it successful. And my own life story is, I think if you're a victim, first of all, what you need is vent it out and soothe yourself. People should not judge you, but all you want is someone who could give ears to your story. That would definitely soothe you. Non-judgmental, trusted community among you. Anger management, emotion control, anxiety. That would help you to look forward and go for it. Rebounds in your life. And I, being someone who want to marry, I would say that about their ambitions, where they want to go, their expectations. Icing on the cake. One should rise in marriage and love and not fall in marriage and love. So my own life story will be my advice.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're number 22, right?
Yeah, 22. Thank you.
Yeah. I am orders you confused. Many of you love donuts. Ooh, it's back and pretty.
Judges.
Yes, it's on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
So we all know that prevention is better than cure. So how and when would you start educating someone as in a kid or a teenager, about domestic violence to prevent them from getting under the influence of that and future?
It's on.
So, as a dental and oral surgeon, I have been treating domestic violence cases in Washington, D.C. That is Washington, D.C. I see patients coming from all genders, not all, I should say, all colors or creeds or race. And I see patients of all ages. I want to mention that. So we don't see that many children which are under domestic violence, but it's children, relief, and youth. I worked last month is October was the Domestic Violence Awareness Month. And I worked on this issue. And in my opinion, so the children should be taught about domestic violence, the signs and symptoms, and how to prevent them or how to report them to your teachers. Sometimes they might be the victim of their parents, you know. So as a doctor, we are always how to detect and how to prevent or how to report to the governmental authorities, and how to train them to prevent, shelter, or seek for advice when the husband or the wife self or the parent themselves, they will talk to you. You know, and as a professional doctor, I had that eye, the keen eye, to how to diagnose the case. And in instances, you know, and the DC has one safe house that I always work with. It's the sister's place, my sister's place, DC. Psychological, all kind of support. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, and that's
Thank you.
I need it.
Size 2.
I'm not that confident.
Anything that sparkles.
Yes.
Now, anybody wants to show the teeth?
We're back to universe, the last category. Not the last category?
The
Are you
last.
Miss? You mean Miss?
Yeah.
Miss. Miss Universe, the
No,
last.
every-
The last
every-
one.
Sorry,
Right, please
we're just getting to your.
see your number.
24.
24. Okay.
So, Meenakshi, right?
Right.
Hi, Meenakshi.
I'm so thrilled to be in front of you. Very happy.
Okay. I have a question for you. You know that the related to domestic violence, but I am going to ask you, do you think domestic violence is a little hyped up? Sometimes people take advantage of the term and misuse domestic violence, or they're just using it to kind of scare, their partner or something like that.
Actually, that's very correct. Somebody comes to me and tell me, okay, we are going through some domestic violence. I'll take my time to listen to them, to understand the situation, and knowing by examples, like to know like what exactly they're feeling, and it is a physical abuse, or emotional abuse, or these kind of abuses can happen, right? So I to really understand where they're coming from. I think that's the number one thing I would know by themselves, and then they have to make somebody blame, right? So if somebody does that and they're blaming someone, and and it's not true, they hurt themselves, they're hurting themselves, and that's why they're bringing the hurt to the other people. And provide them the right guidance and tell them to work on themselves, right? Go to the gym, eat healthy, and go to take care of themselves and happy with themselves. I don't think they will do it then. I think I will tell them to take the right steps, but love and affection and kindness towards everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're good. Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, yeah.
Number 25.
Oh.
25.
Priyanka.
Yeah.
Hot
Wednesday.
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing very well. You look very pretty today.
Thank you.
Feeling confident?
Very confident.
Nice. That's really unique.
Thank you.
Priyanka, is domestic violence also your platform?
Education and domestic violence. So I'm working with women in Vrindavan area where there's about 13,000 women that are victims of domestic violence, and they have been abandoned by their family. They have been just removed from society. And so I'm helping to uplift them and just, get the mental health that they need there, get the doctors there, ensure that they're getting the medication, ensure that they have food, show many people that I've come in contact with. Yeah.
Whether you win or not, how do you plan to bring in some changes in the community?
So I plan to encourage my trust to become an NGO, and rights, domestic violence, women empowerment, literally just going out into the streets, with my crown, with my stash, and actually being able to represent myself as a strong individual that's well educated, that I'm going to med school now. So I try to keep my life all-roundedly. I want to be a doctor and a lawyer, and I want to be a model so that I am, all-rounded looking as, fulfilled of life. And so I can encourage other, which I've already started. It's been up and running for 3 years. It's a trust right now. And hopefully by next year it'll be an NGO. So this really helps to go into not just in the United States and to our society here, but going, see what it's like to be an individual that's all-rounded and that has everything going for them.
Yeah. That's great.
Thank you. All right, thank you guys. Have a great one. Thank you.
Yeah,
we're done.
Shruti
Thank you,
is
Thank you so much.
Shruti is done, right?
Yes. She's 26, remember.
So can you tell one by one about something about the party?
You need the mic or she has it. Alright, so let's start.
Yeah.
Recording is on too.
We are live.
We are live. Awesome.
Live what? Facebook or website?
Everywhere.
Oh.
So not only individual, so
As a role.
Yeah.
Overall.
No, thank you. Sorry.
Let the trainer.
So you go
You
and
can
ask.
ask, and then how was the experience, what do you think about that? We would like to know their thoughts on today's interview.
Thank you, Victoria.
Okay.
Go closer, please.
This is how we'll do it. So let me, I'll have you introduce yourself. Okay, if you're putting me here, let me actually get myself. Okay, so here we have all the judges for the Mrs. Universe USA. Thank you for being here. It's such an honor to have all of you here, and thank you for taking the time out for an event of this caliber. So first, I would like to ask, how was your experience for the whole throughout the interview?
The experience is amazing. I see such a great souls, like they are having like a great experience and they put so much effort in the work.
For men, we should always respect women and always empower women to build themselves up and obviously build their brand, build themselves.
I feel like it's more like now we are like in 2023, right? Like, and I feel like we have to empower men to educate men more to for violence and for women because it's I feel like it's educate men more and we can stop all the violence.
I agree. Thank you so much for your answer. That's all. By the way, your hair looks amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. I did myself.
Well, it looks professional.
I'm a bit of a professional.
I
makeup in here, so thank you for your compliment.
Oh, of course. Thank you so much for being here. As I said, it's an honor to have all of you here with such a diverse background. So I would like to start with, how was your experience during the interview?
My experience was really amazing. I come from quite a pageantry background, and I was very impressed with the educational level of some of these guests or helped someone with domestic violence and as a domestic violence.
I also watched the interview round. You probably saw me go back and forth, but I agree. I feel like it's really important for women to be able to get their voice out there and be heard, because I feel like for certain women, there's certain circumstances where they're not able to get their voice out there. So I'm glad we have this platform where it's all ages, all sizes. Lastly, I would like to ask if there's someone who's staying.
Experiences stuck out to me and how they were able to portray those to us in an educational way instead of stumbling or saying, I thought that they did a really good job.
I agree. Thank you so much for this. I can tell you did a really nice job. That's all. Can you please introduce yourself?
My name is Liz Daniels, and I'm an educator.
Wow, I feel like I should be
So yes, you was not going to be my student, unless you want to go back to elementary.
Well, maybe in the future when I have kids, I'll send them to you, make sure.
There you go. First and foremost, I am very impressed, not only because the way they speak, they're not just mere advocates of this platform. Actually, I'm so surprised myself that most of them are survivors themselves. So for them to speak the truth, for them to speak a piece of themselves, they are the ones telling the story as themselves. So kudos to those ladies, and it's gonna be tomorrow. Yes.
Well, I agree, and good luck to all the contestants. I feel like this is like a really important part of their journey where they kind of got the one-on-one with the judges, where they'll be more prepared tomorrow with the eyes on them.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm glad they got a little preview for that.
We're looking forward to it. Very excited for tomorrow. I forgot her name, but I remembered her story. She's the physical therapist doctor, where she experienced it firsthand, jumping off the hospital with this kind of voices more. So I'm so glad that she joined this platform.
Yeah, I agree. I'm glad, and first it, like I really agree that we have such a diverse background in all the contestants, and they all have a different story, different values, and a different place where they're bringing their perspective. So I feel like that's. I would like to start with, I was actually watching a video for I was watching the September issue with Anna Wintour, and for our upcoming magazine, I was trying to get some ideas, so love that.
Yeah, sure. My name is Amrita Chakraborty. I'm a corporate director, a diversity and inclusive host and speaker, a former pageant queen myself, and a pageant coach. Oh, it's wonderful. I'm absolutely amazed by the diversity I saw today. They are all beautiful women with lots of good looks and brain. People we want to, crown as queens. They are going to be such great role models for the society, for the community. I'm very impressed how closely they feel about the cause and what their real plan and agenda is to take this platform forward and spread awareness about it. So they are women on a mission. I feel like they are beautiful women on a mission.
I agree, and as you said, it's not just about words. You have to take action. You actually put that words into effect.
Yeah.
So I feel like after this interview round. And lastly, is there something that stood out particularly?
Yes, like many of us, he said that we don't kiss and tell. There are a lot of the ladies are very, very impressive, and we are really excited for tomorrow. We want to see how it's done for tomorrow. I'm sure they must be having. We are excited for tomorrow. Let's see.
Thank you for your answer, and I agree that it's a lot of pressure to be on stage. And
You're doing pretty well.
One step at a time. One step at a time.
Okay.
Thank you for being here.
Absolutely, thank you.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good. So I like that.
So my name is Dr. Janvi Rani, and I'm a dentist, but I'm also obviously Mrs. Universe East America from 22. I am also the brand ambassador for Invisalign. I'm sure most people have heard about it. They're already put so many of these women a step ahead because they're actually openly sharing their experiences. A lot of them have been domestic violence victims. It's very brave. You know, it used to be a social stigma, but I think today, because of the pageant platform, it's actually become a very open discussion, which is, we're already a little bit ahead of the game that way. So that is very exciting, and I enjoyed hearing not enjoyed, but I was happy to hear so many of them come out and talk about it. I think that's fantastic.
My mom and all of our state directors from IGT USA, everyone involved that's doing this, you
Yes, of course.
Everyone makes me feel, everyone, thank you for your answer. Next, I would like to know, is there something that stood out?
So I think, obviously there was a couple of them that really stood out, but I think the three things that stood out to me was one, that education is so key, because I think half the battle is won with education in anything, not just domestic violence. Second is start young, and third is, you know, actually come out and share your experience. Because the more you share, I think others will be open to share conditions.
I agree. You have to definitely have that passion for it, have like the courage to get your voice out there. But I feel like through this platform, through this universe, that we're on one step at a time.
Absolutely a step ahead.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I actually had a similar colored outfit in the last pageant, so very nice. Great, thank you.
My name is Varsha Paul. I work in tech as a program manager. I'm also into robotics. And apart from that, is my title is United States Freelance International. And I'd like to say that thank you so much for this opportunity to be in TV. And also Neo Dios from Ross Virgin to consider me, and huge thanks for that.
Of course, and as I tell all people all the time, me, I can see it. That Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Of course, every woman should feel special. But and thank you for the team, and of course Nina, every mom, everyone, each person is important for the brand and the event itself to become.
Most about it is most of the contestants, they were focusing more on what they are thinking about domestic violence. But I liked someone who said she directly treated someone who is suffering from domestic violence. So that was a mistake for me.
And especially in a platform like this, you're meeting a lot of people that you really wouldn't meet on a daily basis. So it's kind of just right place, right time. I can give you an example of that. For example, recently, like a year ago, I met the Miss World owner at an event, and that the most polite are and who you meet is very important. So thank you for the answer. Next, I would like to say, is there something stand out in particular?
Yeah, so as I said, someone who was saying she was direct, what's a general description or definition of it? She said how she helped people out of domestic violence and kids and teenagers, educating them what domestic violence is. So yeah, that stood out.
Early, and that's how you build the foundation. Is the key. The foundation is very important for all individuals. So thank you for your answer. Oh, of course, lovely outfit. I can tell you're very much, you know exactly what works for you.
Thank you.
So please introduce yourself.
My name is Zainab.
Wow, as I was gonna say, actually, you're very much, sticking like with your roots. I love that.
Yes,
Sticking to the culture. That's very important for everyone.
Yes, it is very important to me. I'm sure that everyone who has known me over the years, doesn't matter what I put on, I have to put a piece of Africa somewhere.
I agree. It's very important. You gotta have the traditional.
Amazing. The word education just keep coming out. Empower. In education especially. I'm from Africa, where many people don't get the opportunity to get any kind of education. So as I hear the because and education, especially for women. When you educate women, you can change so many things. We have like our leader, former Nelson Mandela, who said, but if you educate a girl, we mothers, we are the pillars at home. Sorry, men. Like you do play your part, but as when a woman is educated, they can change so many things at home with the children, with the neighbors, with everybody. So education, they keep drinking that word. I'm like, yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So that resonates with me.
I completely agree, and as you know, India has a large population. We worked on education, something that is very important for all individuals, and any type of, it could be a job, it could be a career, it could be a business. You have to lay the foundation, so you have the core skills to be in the world. Women and mothers, I feel like being a mother is very important for a woman, and when you're a mother, you have to make sure your children are brought up in the proper way where they're being helpful to society, being good people. Because I feel like I really agree with the quote.
USC goes through that. Okay, so now is the winner. We are declaring Anushka as the winner for the first time ever.
No. Oh no, I'm so excited for tomorrow.
Yes.
She's the best.
Yeah.
She's the best. So lastly, I would like to ask, is there something that stood out in person?
I don't blame my Dream TV. I take some part of responsibility, So I haven't seen any of my melanated queens. Next year, we'll have enough time to promote and get the sisters to come out. So that's something that I'm like, okay, we're
Actually, completely agree. Diversity is very important.
Yes.
So we acquired the franchise like a year or so. We weren't able to get as many people involved, but we want to make sure this pageant this year sets a standard for Mrs. Universe USA, where it's a bar where it becomes a gold standard for for married women across the world. They're put in a public way, like put in the spotlight in the right way.
Yes. So this platform, some of the ladies they mention the importance and how can I say that you see so much in my neighbor through the whole process of the Mrs. Universe. You come at home, I go to our house. So we did work a lot. So I don't know if anybody take offense in this, but honestly, when I got here, I was kind of looking for Meenu Gupta, and and whoever is going to go out there to be our Mrs. Universe USA, she's representing me, she's representing each one of us. So we have to pick that queen.
I'm sure.
So I've seen some of them.
Things will.
I've seen some of them. So let's see what tomorrow holds.
Yeah, so the event that means people care and we're doing it. So I'm sure as long as people are actually focused, as long as people are involved in the event, because we don't want people to stay home because of that. We want people to be involved, make sure all women are felt special, and make sure that the event goes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
I just want to add.
Quick picture, because we have the WFW model queen now.